Tyron Woodley and Jake were going back and forth for a little bit, talking about whatever, the KSI fight, talking about him and Tommy Fury. That was supposed to happen, by the way. I had almost had it confirmed, but I guess talks fell through. That was going to be on the Deji card, believe it or not. That was going to be lit. I couldn't wait for that. Yeah,
Wait,
I'm 30 years old and
Deji
just
card?
said lit, by the way. The Tyron and Tommy Fury fight was going to be on the Deji card, apparently.
Oh, come on. We need that, bro.
I know, bro, but it's not happening. Anyway, the biggest thing that Jake and Tyron talked about, and it was very quick, was the possibility of Jake fighting Logan, his own brother. We've heard about this for a long time.
We've heard about it, yes. It's been mentioned.
It's been mentioned, it's been said, it's been rumored. Jake said it has to happen. Like, he wants it to happen. No one's ever done it. Logan, I'm not so sure if he wants it, but our debate today will be, if they are to fight, who do you favor and why? It is the breakdown debate. Wade Sensei, let's go.
I think this is more psychological than physical. So first, I'm going to take the stance of if we're going to, like, perfect picture, not what I think the psychology is going to be, but let's just say I'm looking at this point of view first. Okay, so bear with me here.
Gotcha.
Them at their best. Okay?
At their peak.
Their peak killer, dude. Like, I'm going to take you out.
Yeah.
All right? Logan.
Okay.
I got Logan. And Jake mentioned something, also saying if Logan fought him right now because he's better.
Talking about JJ, yes, that he would smoke him.
That he fought JJ again, that he would smoke him, right?
Right.
Obviously, he believes in his brother, but he sees him train, right? He also has the confidence that he just fought Floyd.
And trained for 8 months for Floyd.
Correct. So he's been training. He's been in the gym. So, and I expect him to be better, right? I expect him to be better. But regardless of him being better, he has a really unique skill set. And we did not see him, like, super aggressive in the second fight with KSI.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't really let his hands go.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Logan, just because there's a size factor, speed, just physically. I think Jake might be more technical, but there's just Logan's scary, dude. I still, like, to this day, I'm still at times like, dude, how did JJ do that? Like, I'm still like, how did KSI?
The better Logan gets,
out?
the better that win is going to look.
Yeah,
he's gotten really good.
But psychologically, as the bigger brother, and Logan's, like, life and how it's the transitions that he's gone through. I can relate to him a lot in those ways, and I could see him wanting to. And even if let's say he does have success in the fight, if he has success and he has a moment where he needs to finish it or then, like, end it and pull the trigger and go aggressive, I can see him, like, getting to the point where he has that success and then being like, dude, I can't do this anymore.
Some real cinema vibes here, some real movie vibes.
Especially if he actually does hurt him.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And Jake, I can see the same thing too, though. I don't think I see Jake like, oh, I see Logan rocked.
Right.
I heard him, but I still think Logan's going to be even more, like, tentative to pull the trigger. They would have to do it in a way. I don't know if they could do it with, like, super, like, professional with really small gloves.
Yeah, I don't think
because
so.
Because to me, that actually it would. You're gonna.
It has to be basically a weird glorified spar.
Yeah, it has to be like an exhibition.
But I don't think it will be. But I'll wait.
Yeah, to allow them to go harder.
Yeah.
Because if they feel like the other guy's not protected, I can't see him going crazy. I can maybe see it starting that way, and then all of a sudden when it gets real, like, it gets shut down.
Yeah.
And because of that, who I would think would win, I think if you put all that together, like, realistically, I think Jake would win.
Damn it. Damn you.
I know. I think Jake would win the fight, but I think Logan should win the fight.
That's a great point. Everything you just laid out there is true, except for the fact that you've forgotten that these two destroyed each other's lives in diss tracks years ago. And I know it's YouTube diss tracks, but these were personal. And do you remember why they were so personal?
Yeah, listen, I remember because I was like halfway there. Yeah. By the way.
And Logan was the one that kind of made this more personal by bringing it. You know, I'm not going to go. You guys have seen it on YouTube, but Logan has those sociopathic tendencies to where he may shut off Big Brother mode and say, maybe I need to prove this one more time. We're back in the living room moving furniture around. You know what I mean? But I'll say this. I think you're correct here. I think there's two ways to think about it. The one you're talking about psychologically, yes, Logan may not want to hurt his brother. It makes sense. I just don't know if these guys have souls. So my point of view is Logan under those lights would absolutely choke. And here's why. You have the one guy that everyone is either compared to you or compared you to your entire life. Logan probably hasn't been compared to Jake a lot, but the opposite, where Logan has been exalted. The older brother, the guy that did everything first, was the better wrestler, the better football player, the better athlete, everything better, right? But now, when they do the same thing, like Logan was the better YouTuber, he had the better Vine, like everything that Logan did, Jake did. But when they started boxing, Jake went this way and Logan went this way. Jake went to the pro scene and started knocking motherfuckers out. Logan went the entertainment route. Logan under the bright lights with the one guy that he has to beat Jake. You can't lose to your little brother. You can't. And that little brother on the other end has everything to gain and nothing to lose. Jake loses to Logan, and it's just the same thing. It's like, oh, you know, you tried, kid. Pat him on the head and send him off.
But
what I'm saying. Nothing to lose. And Jake has shown that he's heartless in there, man. Gave Tyron Woodley a Rolex and knocked him dead.
And he's like, it's just a sport. He's like, it's just a sport.
And he said that. He goes, I look at it as a sport. And who's wanting this fight? Who wants it more?
Yeah.
Jake wants it more. Logan said, I don't know about it.
If you ask Logan, who do you think Logan would want to win?
Logan would want Jake to, I think.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like. And I feel
in
like
the
Jake
moment,
would want
in front of 20,000, when you've committed to it, and reputations are on the line, I think a different animal comes out of Jake than Logan does. And maybe that's the reason Jake wins. I just think that Logan under that pressure, because Logan didn't have any pressure in the Floyd fight. He had pressure in the KSI fights and, you know, tightened up a bit. And especially how Jake would approach that fight, because it would get personal. I don't know that it would be like, you know, I hate you from, you know, when we were a kid, but they would bring some stuff up.
It would until you get cracked.
And that's what I'm saying. I think Jake gets cracked by Logan and he starts licking his own blood or something crazy. Logan gets cracked by Jake, and I think it's like, oh fuck.
That's what I know. I think
who is this guy that I used to destroy in the living room?
I know, especially if they start talking and stuff. Yeah. I think it can go there, and I think it would actually be. That's what I'm saying. I think one guy, you know, either one of them can hurt each other.
I think Jake would be
competitive, and there'd be a lot of fire. But as soon as somebody gets really hurt,
then it would. Yeah, no, I think then it would.
That's the only part where it's like, okay, you can do everything. Except if you really hurt someone, now you got a brother hurting a brother, and you get this really weird, uncomfortable, nobody wins.
And that's the thing. I'm obviously
situation.
Joking about the fact they don't have souls. I'm joking about that, obviously. But
no.
I do think there has to be some sort of measure, because there's a reason that no one has done it, right? There's a reason the Klitschko's didn't do it. There's a reason the Charlos haven't done it. Not just because of weight and different eras or whatever, but it's because that's your brother, you know, like that's you no one wants to see. There's no winners there, right? Your family could possibly get. There's a reason that football players, even, you know, when their families are involved, it's just different, because it's like, who do you root for?
All they gotta do is like 16 ounces or something. Like, we'd still like it if it was just not, bro. You can't go 10s, bro. Like,
you can't go 10s. Like, give me an exhibition and call it an exhibition where maybe it's judged. I don't know how you would do it, but do it in a YouTube-y way where you're also still taking it a little serious, and have it as a glorified spar, and I'm down for it.
Yeah, because I want to see who wins without anyone getting knocked out.
Exactly.
I would not want to see
who is the better
them knock
technician.
each
But
other out.
it's tough because they approach fighting differently too, right? Logan's probably the better. You said Jake's probably better technically. I don't even know if I think he is. I don't know. I think that Logan is.
I think but if you look at like, okay, what I mean by that is when the fight gets turned up, Jake has a sharpness about him, fighting backwards and fighting forward. Where Logan, when he turns up, he just goes like, I'm the Incredible Hulk, dude.
Oh, I see. You mean like offensively when like there's not a, here's the shot, I found the shot, I implement the game plan to land the shot.
Like when Logan's just moving around and he's just like flowing.
Yeah, it's
he's smooth, good
smooth
jab,
and fast.
Everything. Yeah, fast, twitchy,
good footwork,
feinting, right? Yep. But as soon as he decides to like turn up,
yeah, true.
But like Jake, when he turns up, like he gets tighter, he moves back, he's trying to set up shots. So like that's what I mean. Like there's just a cleanness to when Jake goes 100.
I would say offensively, Jake might be more of a technician as far as fight IQ is concerned and how to implement offense, whereas Logan technically, and what I mean technically is how his shots come out and the way in which he throws and defends, I think maybe a little bit more sharp than Jake is. But offensively, in the ability to implement and execute, I would agree. Jake is 100. We just haven't seen Jake be super defensive just yet, right? And that's because he hasn't had to. He's been available sometimes and been hit, but he's also avoided shots by taking out of range.
the Spider Silva.
But I'm telling you this: if he goes in and knocks out Anderson, which I don't think is going to happen, but if he does, the Logan and Jake thing lives on, and I think that we might actually get this thing. I know that their family doesn't want it. Logan doesn't seem like he wants it, but bro, these two have made a living considering themselves the Mavericks, the two guys that will do things that others won't. I think we see it. I do, and I think Jake.
I think so too.
And I think if the situation's right,
though. It's up to Logan.
Oh, it's 100% up to Logan because Jake's down. But I think if the situation's right, if it's an exhibition and everyone's treating it like it's entertainment, Logan might show a lot better. But if it's real life, like this is what's happening, pro bout, this many people, winner take all, family name on the line, I think Jake beats him. Comment section, you let us know down below if this fight were to happen, who wins, Jake or Logan? How will I sit up in the nosebleeds?